Welcome to Dulubtala Astrology 101, ang iyong mabilis at malinaw na guide para mas maintindihan ang mundo ng mga planeta at bituin. Sa loob ng 10 minuto, bibigyan kita ng practical tips at key insights para mas maintindihan mo kung ano talaga ang astrology at paano mo ito magagamit sa buhay mo. Tara, simulan natin ang journey mo to astrological mastery, one step at a time.
When we say horoscope, it's called the marker of the hour. So horoscope is associated with the chart, with the ascendant sign to be specific, because the ascendant sign is the marker of the hour. It's a marker because once we know the ascendant sign, we can have the whole astrological chart. So horoscope, as astrologers use it, is very significant. However, in the Philippines, when we say horoscope, what people are referring to are the ones that you read on horoscope columns on the newspapers, now also on websites. Actually, in the past, there were SMS services which features horoscopes. So again, when we say horoscope in the Philippines, it means sun sign columns. We want to distinguish astrology from horoscope per se as used in the Philippines. Okay. This is the very first sun sign horoscope. This is the chart of Princess Margaret. She was born in 1930. She was actually the sister of Queen Elizabeth II. This chart was created by Richard Naylor and it was published 1930 in Sunday Express magazine or newspaper. What happened was, when he did an analysis of Princess Margaret's horoscope, it was a big hit. Many people were happy or were awed by the astrological readings. And then they wanted to have their own kinds of readings similar to what was given to Princess Margaret. So what happened was, this author eventually came up with sun sign horoscope because it's impossible actually to make everyone's chart. So he devised a system, we call that sun sign horoscope, wherein you can give some kinds of readings to other people. Okay, so the origin of horoscope was in 1930. It's very much different from the whole history of astrology. In line with the horoscope, what is being used is the 12 signs. I'm sure every one of you knows the 12 signs already. So we have 12 signs. And normally, now, especially those newbies, they can, when you say Aries, we can instantly come up with an idea. When you say Aries, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So parang Aries people are very active, very enthusiastic. They are always in a hurry because of being the first sign of the zodiac. And Aries is a fire sign, so generally they want to do things. They are very active and leaders in the zodiac. That's Aries. Okay. Next is Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. It's considered as the sign of money and being ruled by Venus, the planet of arts and beauty. Taurus is associated with love, relationship, business, etc. Gemini is the sign of communications. Sa Philippines, ang pinaka-prominent Gemini was Jose Rizal. He was a writer. Parang a true blue Gemini si Jose Rizal. He was a writer, a diarist. He wrote volumes and volumes of written materials. Gemini is the sign of communications. To advanced students, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So there you have it. Because of Mercury, Gemini people are good with communications in general. Next sign is Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the moon is the mother. Cancer is the sign of the mother. And what is connected with mother or mothering? Of course, emotions. Because mothering is love, caring, which is equivalent also to the sign Cancer. Cancer is associated also with food, with the home. So if your sun sign is connected with these themes associated with that sign, somehow there's some truth in it. Somehow. Okay, somehow. Doon muna tayo sa somehow. Okay, next sign is Leo. One key word in interpreting the signs is the ruler. What is the ruler of the sign? And then from there, you can see variation on how to interpret. Okay, Sun. Leo is ruled by the Sun. So being the center of the solar system, those with Leo sun sign, they are somewhat bossy because everything revolves around them. And being also fire sign, they are very energetic and enthusiastic. That's Leo. Next is Virgo. It's ruled by Mercury. So again, Virgo is one of the signs of communications. Virgo is also associated with knowledge, information, technology, and some very complex processes such as computer coding, such as accounting. So if your sun sign is Virgo, somehow you have those talents that will make you, let's say, a good accountant. Also, Virgo in modern astrology is also associated with medicine. So somehow there's a connection. Again, meron tayong keyword, somehow. Okay, next sign is Libra. Libra is the sign of balance. Belief is that of weighing scale. So somehow we associate the planet. Venus is the ruler of Libra because Venus wants to emphasize balance, beauty, and symmetry. That's why those with Libra influences, such as the sun sign, they tend to become the peacemaker in relationships, or they can become artists because they want to see beauty or balance in everything. So that's the sun sign in Libra. Next is Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign of energy and passion, intensity. Scorpio in business is associated with big money or big business. In personal relationship, it's intensity. In personality, Scorpio is being ruled by Mars. Scorpio can also be very tense, can be a fighter as well, just like Aries being ruled by Mars. Next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is either the sign of spirituality or the sign of business because Jupiter is the biggest planet, tends to expand everything. So in business, you need this kind of luck. That's why generally speaking, Sagittarius is one of the signs of business. In the Philippines, the brown taipan, si Manny Villar, his sun sign is Sagittarius. Okay, next sign is Capricorn. Yeah, in the next few more years, Capricorn is one of the heavily aspected signs, period. The next sign is Aquarius, is the most significant sign naman, starting this year up to the next 10 years, 20 years, and maybe in the next 200 years. Some of you already know the reason because I have made some videos and articles about that. Because we are now moving from one period, from the period of Earth into the period of air, and the number one sign is Aquarius. So anyway, Aquarius is the sign of technology, knowledge, information, hard facts, science, data. That's why the keywords in the past few months is data. When making decisions, especially COVID-related, we need data. That's the keyword this year. Parang it was sort of imposed on us by the universe. We have no choice but rely on data. We have no choice but do things online because Aquarius is also the sign of computers and technology. Nakita niyo yung symbol, yung glyph ng Aquarius, and looks like www or the World Wide Web. And the last sign is Pisces. When I'm giving a reading, usually, syempre, you have to start with something good. I always say that ang pinakamabait na sign is Pisces. The reason is that in the cycle or the movement of Aries, by the way, Aries is the first sign, so generally, Aries is the most self-centered of the signs. So the movement is from Aries, traveling 11 signs, and then finally ending in Pisces. The logic is that Pisces, being the last sign of the zodiac, it understands everyone. Kasi parang napagdaanan na somehow, that's the analogy. And Pisces is associated with the ocean, with the river, the ocean, water. Everything flows. Their lives, their mindset, worldview is sort of fluid. That's Pisces. There are many ways of interpreting or compartmentalizing the 12 signs. You can make an astrology out of it. This is the most basic concept related with astrology. But again, what I'm trying to say here in this webinar is that although 12 signs is part of astrology, it should not be confused with the whole of astrology. Because some people stop there. Some people stop now since they know the 12 signs. Akala nila that's all there is to it. And if we continue on doing this, focusing on the signs, ito nga yung criticism ng scientists sa astrology. Parang, how is it possible that everyone born with the sun sign will have the same kind of life, the same kind of personality, the same kind of faith, likes and dislikes, etc. If we will focus on the 12 signs only, it will be bad to astrology in the long run.
Salamat sa panonood, Astro Friend. Kung gusto mo pang matuto, panoorin ang susunod na video sa Dalubtala Astrology 101. At dahan-dahan nating buuin ang iyong astrological knowledge hanggang maging confident ka at maging dalubhasa sa pagbasa ng mga tala. Ako, si Resty Santiago, at ito ang iyong guide sa pag-unawa ng mga bituin. See you sa next video!